I did find a great story out of the India News, which, no surprise, this involves a man and a gun, which apparently guns aren't allowed in India. I can't remember if they are or not, but this article.
We don't know. We don't know. Everything's new out of India every week. We don't know what they do over
I don't
there.
know alcohol's allowed, but no guns. I don't know. Well,
the most populated country on the planet.
Oh.
I think we would.
I almost
we
clicked
would know.
leave meeting. That would have been bad. Okay, here's the article. I'll just show you the headline right off the bat. Rajasthan man accidentally fires bullet in chest while making an Instagram reel and dies. Now,
wow.
How do you think that
So are
happens?
Indian? Well,
What do you
Indian
picture?
Instagram reels, are they just like, is it like very? Are they dancing to some sort of Indian rap music?
it's all Bollywood dancing.
I don't think they're doing clapping and dancing.
It's all
I don't think
Bollywood. They're like doing this like.
No, they do have guns because I think a majority of your stories out of India are people firing weapons
into
at
the air.
weddings.
Yes, you're right.
Into
At
the
weddings.
air.
You're right. Well, how would this? What do you imagine when you read this headline? What do you imagine happened?
They shot themselves because they're an idiot. Because
He
they're
was, like,
making
pointing.
Instagram reels.
Like
You know,
pointing to his
yeah.
chest on,
You know,
and
when
stuff.
they do that, when they tap it on their chest, you know.
Yeah,
cool,
okay. Remember that guy in India who accidentally stabbed himself in the chest a bunch of
Yeah,
times?
yeah.
He was
Yeah.
dancing and he like this.
Well, this is similar like that. He's with a friend making an Instagram reel, and he was doing what you think. He was hitting himself in the chest with a gun, and it went off. That's such a surprise. It's so crazy. So actually, well, first of all, if you can do a reel, why do you have to have the gun loaded? You know, I don't understand that.
A better question here or note. If you have a friend that you do a reel with, I think that you should be like shipped off somewhere.
What?
Like,
What?
Yeah, if
what
you're
are you
like,
talking about?
People do reels all the time with their friends.
Hey, my friend, do you want to do an Instagram reel with me?
That's how you impress the ladies, man.
That person becomes not my friend immediately.
I have to admit, well, as men in our late 30s, early 40s, yeah, doing an Instagram reel with another man does seem like sad, like kind of
Unless you're
desperate and
golfing,
okay,
and you're trying to film a hole in one.
Okay.
I like the line here that says, "It is also under investigation how the deceased got the firearm."
Oh,
Why is that an investigation? I guess
hard to come by.
That's
there
what I
in
thought.
India.
Maybe guns weren't allowed or something, or maybe because he's 22, he can't have a gun. I don't know.
I gotta say, we search India stories all the time. There's not a lot of shootings.
Yes, there are.
They're
weddings.
shooting in the air, or
Only-
actually, they're
only at
accidental shooting bride or shooting a groomsman or something. But it's not like
So here's the thing, though. They're ceremonial. They're shooting like their grandfather's rifle. So it's like a family heirloom. It's not like a new AK or something.
Well, this is a good part of the headline. Who is pursuing a bachelor's degree in humanities? Okay.
Oh,
He didn't get it. That's a bummer. Real bummer.
bachelor's degree in the humanities.
I don't know what that is. What do you do with a humanities bachelor degree? Should I know?
I think you protest against
Yep.
Israel. As far as I can tell, it's the only
don't
thing
think
that those
that's-
people are doing.
I don't think that's what that. What can you
Getting
get?
a degree in the humanities.
What is that? Are we dumb?
What
Should
are you
we
going
know
to
this?
do?
No,
we're
are
not
dumb.
We're
We are
not
dumb.
What do you?
Yeah, I'm
what do you?
looking up
degrees in the
Yeah, I
humanities.
am, and I have no clue what you use it for. I guess it's a broad degree of freaking philosophy, sociology, anthropology.
Okay, it says it's a
There's a lot
humanities
of it.
major is typically a bachelor's of arts degree, and many four-year colleges and universities require students to gain a liberal arts ... And I'm not clicking the article.
Okay.
Yeah, no clue. All right.
So, yeah.
So he's doing
Neato.
normal stuff.
Nothing. You're going to college for nothing.
Yeah, he probably went
That's what
for
he did.
half a semester. He was pursuing a bachelor's degree. He's 22.
That'd be humane.
Why would you go to college when you could be Instagram famous?
Yeah, that's why
Just
you
work
have
a little
trying.
harder. Forget that.
It's true.
Well,
Okay.
Instagram. Okay.
Well,
wait. Do they have an Indian Instagram or is it normal Instagram?
that's like
true.
saying, do
I
they
don't know.
have a Chinese TikTok? Yeah,
They do have a
like
Chinese TikTok.
Instagram. yeah, but it's regulated differently. But
Yeah.
they have Instagram.
They have a different. I don't know.
They have Google. They have these things.
Well,
it
India
makes
stories
sense.
never pop up to me, like in my feed. So
Okay. My next story is out of Michigan, out of the good old U.S. of A. Michigan, where, what do they do there? Cars?
Yeah.
The Wolverines.
I think Eminem's from there. Other than that, I don't know much about. Oh, the lakes. They have lakes.
Oh, Chicago. That's all I think.
Michigan.
Then I don't want to go.
It's not even in Chicago. It's not even
Detroit.
Chicago's not in Michigan, but
Detroit's there. That's where the big airport
Detroit.
is. Mm-hmm.
Chicago's in
Yeah,
Illinois.
well, it's all the same thing to me at this point. I don't go to that side of the country.
Well, there's a town there called Escanaba, which was the former home of a man who died doing something stupid in this last week. This Escanaba man was really in a hurry. And he didn't end up getting where he was going due to some unfortunate circumstances.
What was he driving?
The title is, a big old truck. Escanaba man dies in crash attempting to pass ambulance with lights on and sirens on.
Tell me the ambulance collided into him. That would be great.
Yeah.
No. That would be not
I'd
be great.
be the worst ambulance driver. Oh, you think you're going to pass me with my lights on? I don't think so.
It's like
ram off the side of the road.
People off the road. Let's see. Here we go. An ambulance with Rampart EMS was driving west on US 2-41 with its lights and sirens on. The driver of a Chevy Silverado, of course.
Stop the story there.
Why?
You can stop the story there.
Stupid.
I already
Chevys.
knew that's what they were driving.
Attempted to pass the ambulance. The truck then hit a parked Dodge Ram.
No, that's two trucks.
This is the sad part because the Dodge Ram was on the shoulder of the roadway because it was yielding for the ambulance.
So it was
Okay, I'm not
passing him
laughing
on the
anymore at
right? I don't understand. Was he going around on the right of the ambulance? What was he doing?
why am I picturing left?
Maybe.
So I'm assuming that everybody's pulled off to the right-hand shoulder, and the ambulance is going fine, and the Silverado is trying to take the emergency lane to get around the ambulance. And he's hitting someone parked oddly in the emergency lane? No?
Well, the good news is the driver and passenger of the Ram were taken to the hospital, and they were fine. I mean, they were treated for their injuries.
They were fine with
Severe injuries.
Okay,
They're fine.
They're fine.
They will be fine.
They
They'll
didn't
have a
die.
great lawsuit.
They didn't die.
They're alive. Okay, that's one of the important things about a Darwin Award. It has to be no victims. Bad.
They'll get a payout.
The driver of the Silverado died at the scene as a result of the crash, even though there was an ambulance right there. He didn't make it.
Yeah, I doubt they stopped to help him. Like, we got other stuff to do.
Yeah, what do you do there? Do you stop as the ambulance or not?
Do you call for another ambulance? Hey, we left somebody in our wake back there. Could you grab
I
them?
guarantee you they do things like that. I remember once I was in an accident on a scooter. A guy pulled out in front of me and I ran into the side of his car. And my legs got all scratched up, and they called, the police came anyways and an ambulance. And they asked me if they wanted to treat me, I'm like, no, I'm fine. They still bandaged me up. And then the police officer came over afterwards. He's like, if you weren't wearing your helmet, they would not even talk to you. They would not even care to help you. He's like, it's a good thing you had a helmet on because the EMTs, they hate going around people that don't wear helmets. Like, well, okay. So I guess they do pick and choose. Who
Adam,
Huh.
wasn't on a scooter that you're picturing.
Right,
You're on a little
like
Vespa.
a moped, like a little.
It was
A moped.
No, not a moped. It was a motorcycle, basically.
No, it was a moped.
That's a little vroom vroom little.
You could go like
standing up
50.
thing,
You could
right?
go like 50 if you top speed.
No, a moped is like sitting at a desk while driving.
Yeah, it's like I've seen. It's like one of those
Oh, I
old
know.
people
Yeah.
scooters.
It's
Sitting
a very
straight up.
fast Walmart scooter.
Yeah, it's a rascal.
Yeah.
Mine was
Yeah.
made to make it look like it was a ninja style bike, but it was just this little weak
That's
scooter.
embarrassing.
Yes.
Mm.
It fit two people.
But they were fun, and I had one.
I actually kind of want one now, but I feel like I'm past the age.
No,
I should be riding a motorcycle.
Spend the money on a golf cart, Joe.
I know you're so right.
Mm,
You're so
mhm,
right.
mhm.
Mm. Well, sorry to all you Chevy Silverado owners out there. This
Why?
is what the world thinks of you.
Oh, you're right. 'Cause
D-bags.
it doesn't like. So the Dodge Ram is tougher than Silverado. Is that what this was all about? Is that what we know?
We just
It's Ram
figured out.
tough.
We just figured it out.
Dodge.
All right,
Built
so
tough.
far we got guy out of India who, what was it?
Really, Joe?
Already forgot. That's how memorable that story was, Adam. What was it? Oh, yeah. She actually shot himself in the chest. And we had the guy trying to pass the ambulance, crashed into a parked vehicle, and died. All right, good. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Darwin Awards nominee number 3. Well, listen to the commercial break, by the way, because we have some celebrity guests that are here to tell you about how wonderful the Patreon is. Are we going to do a Mother's Day special next week in which we only bring stories of mothers dying? I think we should shoot for it.
What?
You know, we're actually rolling here, by the way.
I know. I know. That was my natural reaction.
Yeah, we need to excuse Joe. He's got like COVID 3.0 over here. I don't know what he's going through.
Oh,
but
my gosh. I've been
I
laid
already
out.
search enough death in different languages that Google has flagged me, I'm sure, and so I'm on some list. I don't need to be specific about
moms who die. Yeah.
Mom's dying.
I didn't search that term this week. I'm going to have to start looking up mom dies.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Mother
there's
dies.
quite a few.
Right before Mother's Day.
Oh,
there was one
that would
about.
be
There
good.
was a train one. Did you see that one? I saw it.
With a mom?
Yeah. I did see that.
With a mom?
Or did he have a mom? I don't know.
Everyone has a
involved
mom.
mom.
You could say every death is like, he died before his mom's Mother's Day present was given.
These look like all car crashes, weirdly.
They
these
are
results.
all, yes, we know this, Joe. That's fine. All right, Joe.
All right.
What do you bring? Wait, Ben. No, wait, Joe. It's Ben.
Oh, it's me. It's
Ben.
I
Ben.
just went.
He's making a joke that your story's not memorable either. Because you said that
I
about
really
his.
don't remember.
Okay, I get it. Nice job, Adam.
Well, mine comes out of Italy, a place called. Now I lost it.
Oh, this is our
It was
favorite part.
It was like
Ben tries
Pepe,
to-
but it's Prepo.
Mm.
Prepo.
Okay.
A 34-year-old man died escaping a grocery store.
Stealing baguettes.
Why was he escaping the grocery store?
you know, Joe. Go ahead.
That's
say
France, Adam. He's stealing
Okay.
pasta.
I'm sure they got a baguettes
Jeez.
in a towel in Italy. They got stuff there. They got all.
No, this is it. This is sometime at night where he's trying to steal. He broke into the grocery store.
Wow. All that theft. Wait, he broke into the grocery store.
Yes.
He was bottles of water, maybe.
Only the sparkling kind. Right?
Mm.
That's what they have there. Pellegrino. Is that right?
The fancy water. Yes, and they have
Italian
gelato
sodas.
and wine.
All right. Well,
and
he's
pizza.
Tunisian. He's not Italian, but he's a Tunisian.
How did he break in? Did he pop up through one of those sewer pipes?
What is this?
It's a
Mario.
me.
Okay, Joe.
Sorry. I don't
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right, the military came. I guess that's what they call the police. So they have a name for the police as well, but I can't pronounce it, and I don't want to.
Mm.
Do you know what the police are called in Italy?
Oh.
It's stuff.
Carabinieri? It sounds like a pasta. I swear to you.
Oh, yeah.
Carabinieri.
Oh, delicious. I love that. My
I
favorite.
love
meal.
that type of police pasta.
It goes good with cannolis.
He entered the business. He was caught. He was actually caught by the owner. So I don't know if this is the owner lives upstairs or whatnot in this little grocery store. I'm assuming that's what's happening. Trying to force open the cash register.
I'm going to
Once
guess
he was
the owner
discovered,
came
he-
down and just shot him, and that's how this ends. Is this what happened? My
No,
guess?
they don't have guns in Italy, Adam.
Oh,
He
what do they
hit-
do, Joe?
he-
Turtle shells?
Wooden
What do you say,
spoon.
Joe?
I don't want to.
What are you going to say? What was your... How did they kill him? Tell me.
The owner did not kill
Oh, okay.
the robber.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the guy tried to escape and he ran out into the back where there's a little storage room with a little window. And he tried to escape through there. But he remained stuck and he asphyxiated. I don't think the owner...
Yes, he got stuck in the window and
Yes, the
choked.
34-year-old attempted to escape through a very small window in the back room, but remained stuck with his body dangling outside and his neck and arms inside, dying from mechanical asphyxiation.
Oh.
Please tell me you have a picture, Ben. Do you have a picture?
No.
A blurred
You have
picture?
a picture of the city. I don't think Italian stories usually do that. So,
How do you
as a
fit
business
that?
owner, I'd be like, you're going to stay there till the cops get here. If you're stuck, I'm not going to try to help
That's
him.
probably what happened.
Yeah.
And then he suffocated to death or whatever he did.
Yes, he did. So I'm thinking it's like a bathroom window, but I bet it's like a storage window. Like he got caught, tried to find an escape route, not the front door. Found a town window.
It said his arms and his head were inside the building and his legs were on the outside of the building. Is that
Yes.
right?
So it says,
Hmm.
okay.
So you could walk down
He
the alley
remained
and
stuck
see
with
legs
his
sticking out.
body hanging outside, and so he tried to go out feet first.
Yeah,
And his head and neck and arms inside.
that'd be a funny.
So that's actually
picture.
interesting. He
backed
I
out
think
through it.
his back was on the bottom of the window. Like if it's such a small window, you're just trying to put your feet out first.
Oh yeah,
couldn't
I can
fit.
see that. Maybe.
And so now you're bending backwards.
Oh yeah. Well, would you try if you saw legs sticking out the side of a window? Would you try to pull them out? What would you do?
Well, you couldn't get out. I think once he got to your armpits, he couldn't.
Well, I mean,
fit
if you
anymore.
were walking and you saw legs sticking out of a window, like kicking, trying to get out, what would you do? Would you just?
No, I would never help anybody doing that.
Check their pockets for their wallet or for
Yeah,
money.
that's
Run
what
off.
you would do. Yeah.
Unless it was my house and I recognized that it was one of my children. No, I'm not going to help someone out of a window. But no,
We haven't had too many Italian stories on this podcast.
They must be
so
smart.
now we do. Well, he is Tunisian in Italy.
Oh, we should have guessed. Freaking immigrant Tunisians robbing people. Italians would never do such a
No.
thing. It's got to be
No.
those stupid Tunisians. Gosh, they got to kick those Tunisians out of their country. Where are the Tunisians even from? I have no idea. As far as I know, they're actually
They're
Italian.
from Tunisia, Joe. Come on.
Ah, yes, the Tunis, as we call them.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what they are.
Remember that Italian guy who got killed by wheels of cheese that he was trapped underneath? That was
Yes, I do remember that. I was trying to think where that bottle water was from. We called it the Leaning Tower of Water or something, didn't we?
that was Italy too.
That was not Italy.
Was
no,
it?
it wasn't.
Huh.
It wasn't. Oh, that's
No, I think that was out of Mexico, actually.
Look, I don't know why we ever listened to you because your memory is by far the worst of the three of us, Ben. You can't remember. You always mix up things as far as these stories go. So,
All right, let's move on to the lightning round. Anybody who's new to this podcast, we have our first three stories, and then we bring a lightning round where each of us bring a headline of a story. And then the three of us will decide which one we want to share. That would be Ben gets to bring his headline first.
All right. I want an open mind here. I didn't read. I have a story that I want to bring, but I kind of like this one that I didn't all the way read. I'll give you my hints on it. A guy got hit by a tent at an air show.
A tent.
So if we want to explore that together, we can.
It
Could
sounds
be
accidental.
so, yeah, bottom of my list. What's
could
next?
be his tent.
You're next, Joe.
He's
Not me.
parking underneath a helicopter. I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. I have a gosh, I'm trying to decide between two stories. How about train tracks
Already
plus
know.
headphones?
Oh, looks like I win this one.
Had that.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Cat feeder.
Okay, it's yours, Adam. What's your story?
Mine has to do with a Santeria power ritual.
Santeria. You had me at Santeria.
You
Let's
had
do
me
it.
at Santeria, but unless Joe
From Mexico
your
City.
train story involves the cord being like stuck in the train while they were leaving and they got their head yanked off, then no. Because I
Okay.
already know what your
Here's
story
my-
is.
Yeah, we already know that the mine was a guy on the train tracks walking on them with headphones on, didn't hear the train coming and got hit by a train. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Santeria, Adam. I'm very interested in the story. I
Really?
love this.
Not the helicopter air show where
Mhm.
okay.
No. Accidental death.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. This happened on May 1st. Says the headline is Police say 5 people died in Mexico from drinking a poison potion in a Santeria power ritual.
You could have also said that, and I would have chosen yours. A poison potion? Yes. And a ritual? Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. 5 people died while drinking it. It says the victims mixed the potion themselves and drank it to acquire some certain kind of powers.
Hey, can I see the headline again real quick? Can I see? Okay, I thought it said 2014. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to call you out on that.
So for those of you who are new, we do not use old stories.
I researched
this week.
Okay, I thought I saw it. I wanted to call you out early if it happened. It is a recent story.
Little known fact: this story occurred in Oaxaca.
Yep,
where Nacho Libre was filmed.
Oh, well, that's a pretty big place.
Really?
I mean, it's not tiny. I mean, it's not like a tiny town.
It's a big state, but it's like very rural out there.
This is my favorite part of the article. Garcia said that the people involved in Santeria, and when they drank the potions, the only thing that happened is they died of poisoning. They didn't.
Oh, he's being snarky.
Yeah, he was.
They didn't get any power. They just died of poisoning.
So they've mixed a bunch
of
poison things themselves, a concoction they thought would give them some spiritual. They have some of these back in the day to help give them strength. It did not. It says the ages were between 15 and 15. They were between 18 to 55 years old. So they were.
Wow. Is this like the Kool-Aid thing where they all knew they were going to die?
No.
Kool-Aid.
You think they were poisoning themselves on purpose? Like
it's Romeo and Juliet. They just can't live, so they just kill themselves. Well, they got their powers. Their Santeria power.
That's not a Santeria thing. Suicide is not a Santeria thing. No. It's bringing back the dead is more Santeria than suicide.
Maybe they thought that this potion would kill them and bring them back
to life. I could see that happening.
Proving.
But
maybe they were trying to bring their ancestors over that road from like the dead over to the visit the living.
Mm-hmm. Talking about Coco?
Yeah, I've seen Coco.
Yeah.
Actually, Coco's not that bad. There's actually a lot of things in there that are like realistic that they always do in Mexico.
I like that movie. I liked it.
But I don't think they would bend. They're not trying to come back to life. Wouldn't just one of them drink it and then see if it worked? Instead of like all 5.
No. It's a faith thing. You have to all do it.
Oh,
at
you
once.
gotta have. Yeah.
Oh, really?
If you're not in it, then get out.
Adam, you ever come across any of that stuff when you lived in Mexico?
No.
Weirdo Santeria stuff?
Nothing like that. Nope.
I was closer to Oaxaca, and there's stuff out there. You find chicken heads. And
Did you guys experience Day of the Dead there?
Yeah.
Or is it not a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
No, well, it was a thing. Oh, yeah.
It happens on, I think, November 1st, really, is I think when they do it, not the 31st.
Yeah, completely different than what's experienced here, obviously.
Oh, yeah. They still come around. Kids come around and ask for candy still, but they just sing a little song.
Yeah, they still do.
But most of it is a lot of flowers and things and people leaving out food for the spirits, stuff like that.
So is that like Memorial Day where people go to the cemeteries and leave flowers and hang out?
A little different because when we go to our cemeteries Memorial Day, everything's all quiet. They go and they have a freaking barbecue. And everybody's like running around all over the graves like till they sleep out there basically. They're just having a party all night long.
That's so much better.
Well, it really is.
They cook a ton of food and they're supposed to leave a portion for the dead person as well. And they eat the food as well. But so it's like
that just sounds so much better.
I know. I want to go back and actually experience it as somebody who's more mature than I was when I was an idiot 19-year-old, being like, all this is BS. Now, as an adult, you can go have a good time and understand it. Santeria, though, not going to understand that very well. I heard when I was down there about people who these wizards that lived out in the jungle who could do spells and stuff for you if you got really desperate.
Which doctors?
I think that's
you mean?
Santeria.
No, wizard.
Well, they called them magos, which in my book translates to wizards, not really witch doctor. But yeah, probably the same crap. It's not like Harry Potter's out there in the jungle.
No, it's Voldemort.
Yeah, it's more
like Voldemort
out there. My kids asked me yesterday, it was May 5th, they're like, what did they do in Mexico on Cinco de Mayo? Because I was there. I'm like, nothing. They didn't even know it existed.
Nothing on that. Nothing on that day.
Freaking nobody knew what it was.
I remember.
I
remember I woke up that morning. I remember we went to some person's house and we're like, oh, what are we gonna do? Is there gonna be a party today? They're like, what? Is it your birthday? I'm like, no, it's Cinco de
US just
Mayo. They're like, what's that?
The U.S. just knew we could make a profit off of it here, and so that's why it is.
All I know, when I was a
Literally
kid,
nothing there.
Cinco de Mayo just meant all the Hispanics skip school. That's all I knew. Cinco de Mayo. Nobody goes to school.
It makes me wonder if they even celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Ireland. I don't even know
Probably
now.
no. Probably
Wow. My mind is blown.
That's a good thought, Ben.
All right, let's get to this point here. The recap.
All right, let's do a brief recap.
Just trying to get on your job here, Adam.
That was mine there. But story number 1 was out of India as a man who shot himself in the chest on accident. Story number 2 was out of Michigan and as a man who's trying to pass an ambulance and crashed and died. Story number 3 was out of Italy. It was a man who was trying to rob a store and then got choked by the window on the way out. And story number 4 was 5 people who took a poison or some sort of power potion that ended up just poisoning them and they died. Okay, and the way we do this is we vote first to last. Person who went first votes first. Person who went last goes last. And then we post a poll for anybody who's listening to be able to, they can vote as well. Adam, you get to vote first.
I was thinking about all the stories, and Joe, I still can't remember your story. What was it again?
How dare you?
I'm still trying to think, but honestly,
dude, it was the guy who tried to pass the ambulance when lights were on and was going. That's a legitimate story.
Those are idiots. Those are idiots. So Ben has a good karma story with the guy going to the window, or where he's robbing and he gets stuck. That's a great one. Potions just dumb people too. This is a tough one, but I think I am going to go with your story, Joe. I think I'm going to go with the ambulance passer because I hate people that do crap like that.
Oh, okay. I questioned that vote until you just said I hate people that do that too. Yeah.
Well,
Joe,
I like that. It's my vote. I like that vote. But when you were describing the stories, I started thinking some of these are just karma, and Darwin Award isn't necessarily karma. It's doing something really stupid that results in your death. Ambulance is stupid, karma. Ben's story is definitely karma. I gotta say, I'm gonna vote for the Santeria idiots drinking the poison.
Yeah, I think I agree.
5 of them at once, which is pretty fun.
Adam, we're gonna vote for you. I was gonna vote for myself, which is classic Ben, but I brought a story that I thought was pretty stupid and a stupid way to die. You're breaking in.
I like that story. It was good.
And then you got people who intentionally thought they were going to get some powers from some potions, and that always will win in my heart. Hey. It's overtaken my votes for anything when you're posting selfies and you die. If you're taking potions and you die, I really, really like that.
Congratulations, potion drinkers out of Oaxaca. Well done.
Okay. Well,
now, if you'd like to vote, you can click one of the links below. It'll take you to it. You can vote if you're listening on Spotify. You can vote if you're on Patreon. It's all free to anybody who wants to. But, yeah, okay. Well, for those of you who listen to the bonus episode because you pay for them, we got some good stories for you. Adam, Ben, what stories do you got for the bonus?
Listen, I got one last story that Joe should have brought because he always brings these stories.
Oh, is it
This
an
headline
insertion?
is... No. It's a human skewer.
You get so excited.
Human skewer.
No, stop it. No, don't.
Oh, yeah.
Man
Read it out.
narrowly escapes death after 3-foot iron rod shoots through his groin and into his chest after following a fall. He's at a construction site and he fell on a rod right in the middle of him.
It pierced his perineum.
Oh,
it says that's horrible. How did he survive?
He did. He survived.
Ben, look at the
traveled through
scar,
his groin
bro.
and chest. How do you fall that way? Right,
every
on a
vital
skewer.
organ.
That's the video. That's horrible.
Okay. All right.
This is horrible. What
I
website
remember
is
why
this?
I don't want to do this podcast now.
It's just.
Does he get to keep it?
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it's his now.
It's probably
It's
framed
his
on the
now.
wall.
I
Show
mean, they
all
return
his
it to
future
you.
girlfriends. I got
I
this
remember-
inside me once.
When Lindsay slid on the floor before actually right when I met her, like doing a goal like at a soccer game, but on her carpet, A sewing needle went into her shin.
No, just stop it.
They let her keep the sewing needle.
Yeah. It's a memento.
Yeah.
Well, this guy has it mounted for sure. And his kids are like, yeah, remember, Dad, when you did that?
Kids? This guy's not having kids. He got pierced in the perineum.
Maybe he's
flying a flag. He's flying his home country's flag off of that from here on out.
So horrible.
How did he survive? It
he
went through his... Between his legs up into his chest.
Stop saying perineum.
It's 12 days after his operation. He was discharged. He was there for 12 days recovering. But
that's the middle part, right?
That injury tain't no joke.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Think about that.
Nope.